First down from the 25-yard line. It is Mike Warren, the freshman, back next to him. He'll get the fake, landing on the move, and he finds his top receiver, one of them anyway, in Quinton Bundridge, the redshirt senior. Second straight pass, landing wide to the sideline. Trace Clark is in for the injured Jimmy B. Here is Warren, lunging forward. He's got the first down. Here is Warren again, and he is the first Iowa State Cyclone running back to go over 1,000 yards since Alexander Robinson did it in 2009. The top freshman running back in the country is Mike Warren, leading all freshmen this year. Now he owes his offensive line dinner.
Absolutely. It's going to be hard on a student-athlete budget, but he'll find something.
He said it was well worth it to make sure he takes care of the guys up front who have done so much for him to get to 1,000 this season. Second down and 7. Blitz off the edge, gets picked up and landing down the middle. It is caught by Quinton Bundridge inside the Oklahoma State 25. The ball got knocked free and picked up by Lazard, but he's ruled down at the 24. This is a zone read. It's a give to Trevor Ryan. It's a fake to Trevor Ryan, and there goes Lanning all the way to the end zone. 24-yard touchdown, and the Cyclones are on the board first.
Came out throwing the football, and we know he can do this. Lanning is big, athletic, and pays it off. Great start.
So Oklahoma State, which has scored first more often than not this season, is in a hole early, and they start this drive with Mason Rudolph from the 19-yard line. And it's a give to Raymond Taylor. And the former Kansas State Wildcat takes it out across the 40-yard line. Winners of 11 straight, all with Mason Rudolph at quarterback, lining up in the gun. Four-man rush, quick delivery, high throw, good catch by Marcel Aitman. Second down, Rudolph is able to recover it after that exchange got botched, and then he gets touched down by Damon Tucker to tackle for loss. Iowa State showing blitz. They come in with a safety. Rudolph finds one-on-one for Aitman for a first down inside the 45-yard line in front of Nigel Tribune. And now Oklahoma State wants to go tempo. This is where Oklahoma State can get really good offensively. From the 43. Swing it out wide. This is James Washington, who has been red hot as of late. Second down for Rudolph. Off play action. Plenty of time toward the sideline, and Aitman somehow rips it away from Tribune for a first down catch. Excellent hands by Marcel Aitman.
Remember the ace formation they started the game with and ran the football. Same formation, play action pass, and they get the ball down the field.
To the 18-yard line. Play fake to Chris Carson. Releases out to Carson, but too high. Misdirection and a give to Chris Carson, who's this team's leading running back. They haven't gotten a lot going in the run game. Four-man twist. Rudolph into double coverage for Aitman. And he was able to come down with it. What a catch by Marcel Aitman. The star of the opening Oklahoma State drive hauls it in for a touchdown.
Kind of get behind early and have to bounce back. So I think those games in the past help us tremendously, just because we've been in these scenarios before and we know how to react, and we stay calm and we just keep going to work.
It's Aitman that goes up and gets it.
Oklahoma State with plenty to play for. Oklahoma and Baylor still on their schedule. Oklahoma-Baylor on our schedule tonight over on ABC in a big day of Big 12. Trevor Ryan will take it out from 5 yards deep, and he's going to lateral it to the other side for Jamal Wilkes. There's going to be a penalty marker thrown, and this will likely be an illegal forward pass as he takes it out across the 40.
An illegal forward pass by the receiving team. Penalty is 5 yards from the spot of the foul, and it's first down.
And then where does the ball go back? He's thrown from about the 7, and that's forward. He catches it about on the 9.
It's long field in front of Lanning and Warren, who's in the backfield with him. First down, Warren up the middle. And Warren slips free. And there goes Mike Warren out across the 25-yard line. Seth Jacobs finally ran him down after a 22-yard run. Landing to pass on first down. And this is what he does very well. He'll take off. He got a block from Lazard. He takes it to the 36. Second down and 1. Lanning will zip one into a tight window, and it deflects into the hands of Joshua Thomas, the running back, and he's down at the 49 of Oklahoma State. It ends up being a 14-yard gain.
A poor decision by Lanning to begin with. This is a very, very tight window. Not a very good play, and then Thomas picks it off.
Here's Warren up the middle. And he'll pick up a couple of yards running into Emmanuel Agba. Lanning, sound second down, has another hole. And Joel Lanning switching hands and spinning inside the 25. The redshirt sophomore from not too far away in Ankeny, Iowa.
And his design quarterback draw, and a very good job of Lanning setting it up right there. You have to pace yourself, be patient, allow the offensive line to let things develop, and then the big guy gets downhill.
Kelly, that's their fourth play of 20-plus yards already. On first down, Lanning throwing and completing on the run. What a move by Lazard. Alan Lazard, touchdown Cyclones.
Lazard does such a good job of the adjustment. He's going outside right here. Look at Lazard set down inside and then get up the field. Make eye contact with your quarterback. Find the void and then pay it off into the end zone. All good work by Ellen Lazard.
An Iowa State offense that is 95th in the country, averaging 25 points a game. They only mustered 3 field goals in the first half last week against Oklahoma before a late touchdown in the fourth. They've already put up 14 points on number 8 Oklahoma State. Joel Lanning in his 3rd career start, looking like a veteran right now. From the 29-yard line, Rudolph. Long throw to the sideline, and it was nearly picked off. Looking for James Washington. Cowboys have so many outside weapons for Rudolph to work with. This is Raymond Taylor, and Demond Tucker with his 2nd tackle for loss on the day. The redshirt junior out of Mississippi with a big play. 3-man twist. Rudolph under pressure, throws underneath, and it's incomplete. Looking for Chris Carson. 4th down. This is a give to Joshua Thomas, another young running back. He's a freshman, but it felt like the Cyclones couldn't afford a slow start today. Flea flicker. Warren throwing it back to Lanning, who takes a shot for Lazard. Inside the 15. Beating Kevin Peterson, the outstanding quarterback. Another big play. This is their biggest, 40 yards.
It's hard to really explain how good this is. This is actually a flea flicker, but there's a route adjustment that Lanning finds down the field. Ellen Lazard was going to the post, and it was covered.
That's right.
He turned it into a corner route, and his young quarterback hits him in stride. That's next-level stuff.
Lazard is going to be an NFL receiver someday. He's already building up quite the reputation as a sophomore. From the 11, screen pass, Warren. Shifting his way inside the 10, running into the outstanding middle linebacker, Chad Whitener. Warren had him steam, tumbled down at the 3. Lanning rolling for Ryan. A tumbling catch. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the Cyclones lead by 2 scores. What is happening in Ames, Iowa right now? We didn't see any indisputable video evidence to overturn it.
And I think what they're looking at is Trevor Ryan has it initially, and I think his right arm is underneath the football, but it does move a little bit. I think that's good, and you see the ball move.
Yeah,
I think that's why they want to take a look.
After further review, the ball was trapped after it hit the ground. The pass is incomplete.
Wow.
It's 4th down.
Completely disagree with that.
I have to disagree with that, if only because if we're going with indisputable video evidence as the true baseline, it didn't feel like, to us at least, that there was enough there.
Yeah, I think that the right arm and elbow is underneath this football initially. And I think the replay booth was rightly looking at the fact that it slides, it moves a little bit when the receiver, Trevor Ryan, rolls over, but I don't think that was trapped at all. I completely disagree with that review and that reversal.
So Cole Netton, who had a bit of a rocky start to the season, has really settled in, and he had a great week last week. 3 field goals, over 40 yards. This chip shot still makes it a 2-score lead. On first down, swing it out to Brandon Shepard, and the senior out of St. Louis, the big play threat, gets chopped down after a gain of 8. Running away from Jones, and Chris Carson with a hole and a blocker in front. And Carson finally gets dragged out of bounds by Darian Cotton at the 42 of Iowa State. Throwing it wide. This is David Glidden, their leading receiver. Slot receiver, can do a lot of different things. This time he has a first down to the 32. Diamond formation. Dana Holgorsen smiling somewhere. Former Oklahoma State offensive coordinator. Running left. This is Brandon Shepard, and he gets stacked up. Shepard again. Almost looked like he wanted to pass the football, but on the end around, he gets dragged out right near the sticks. Short pass. Swinging it out for Rennie Childs. And Childs with an aggressive run into Jamal Wiltz right near the sticks. And on 3rd and 1, he does what he's been doing all season, moving the sticks into a pile of Cyclones at the 11-yard line. So it's been scary at times for Mike Gundy, who says we're a good team, not a great team. Paul Rhodes said it wasn't a fairy tale 4 years ago when they upset number 2 Oklahoma State. The things that they did in that first quarter didn't look like a fairy tale. It looked like a pretty good football team that has the lead by 10 through 1. Down for Rudolph here. Off play action over the middle, incomplete. Looking for Washington. He's got an option play here and ends up unable to make a decision and gets brought down at the 14 by Luke Knott, the redshirt junior. Again, 8 back in coverage as Rudolph is seeking space. Somehow still on his feet and spun down to the 11-yard line by J.D. Wagoner to close the play. And Grogan, who's been so good all year, for the first time this season has missed twice in a row on a huge Saturday in college football. Although I think we've said that just about every week as Thomas takes it to the 26. 2nd down and 4, and it's Mike Warren for Iowa State, churning the legs, and he's got enough for the first down to the 30-yard line. You're a fan of chaos, aren't you?
Yeah, in this case, yes.
First down and 10. Lanning under pressure and will dump it down incomplete. Whitener showing pressure. Lanning is going to run against that blitz, and Lanning is going to get good yardage. Grabbed by the top Oklahoma State tackler Stearns after he picked up 6. 10 men at the line of scrimmage, basically. And the blitz coming on Lanning, who's going to take off and has plenty of space against the blitz. That's a decision that not a lot of sophomores are going to make. That was a smart play by Lanning as he runs it inside the 40. It's a 24-yard Lanning run. And this is Warren, who shifts to the outside and then cuts back against Stearns and gets ripped down to the 25.
Jamison Locke has a good job, or good block up front, but this is where I think Mike Warren has really grown. Reading the defense on that second level and then making him pay for a bad decision.
Warren on first down. Grabbed and brought down. You see Mike Warren's numbers averaging 7 per pop. He's over 1,000 yards here. There is a penalty against Oklahoma State here. It's a face mask, a personal foul penalty.
The number is 97.
And right on cue, good job for us as Cooper Castleberry lets us know it was Eric Davis who got tagged with that face mask for a personal foul. And Iowa State is going to move it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Josh Thomas takes it inside the 10, picks up 3. 2nd down, Thomas gets dragged down by Chad Whitener. Very close to the line to gain, but it looks like it's going to be maybe a half-yard short. 3rd and 1. Lanning keeps. Lanning's got the first down. Grabbed from behind by Ogbacher. Jacobson wrapped him up. Could not get to the goal line, but 1st and goal. 1st and goal. It is a give to Thomas. Lunging for the goal line, and Iowa State has another touchdown.
Last week we started fast in the first half. You never want to admit it as a coach, but it's not the same when you play on the road as it is at home. It's not the same.
On the line of scrimmage, we've heard so much about Oklahoma State's defensive front, but right now, Iowa State's offensive front might be proven that they might be the best in this conference. Joel Lanning certainly believes that, and they pay it off once again.
Notre Dame's going to need some more impressive wins the next couple of weeks. They have Wake Forest, then Boston College, then maybe what could be a play-in game against Stanford in the final game of the season. Rudolph on first down, and a nice play by Washington, leaping high for that catch in front of Peavy and a first down as Oklahoma State goes tempo. Rudolph to the outside. Good play in space on Marcel Aitman. We've seen some rhythm the last couple of series. Last drive stalled for Oklahoma State. Trying to keep his feet is Taylor, and he ends up stumbling down after Dale Pearson got a piece of the legs. Walsh picks up the first down, ran into Wilkes, who tried to stack him up. And now he's just trying to hold on to the ball, and his feet are still moving. Look at J.W. Walsh taking it all the way to the 42-yard line. 6'2", 215. Tough-nosed kid from Denton, Texas.
We went to a football game and a rugby scrum broke out. And this is what J.W. Walsh has been doing. Short yardage situations, deep in the red zone type situations, and he's been very valuable for this team.
He wanted to be at Oklahoma State. Rudolph, deep shot. Washington, his best receivers out there, and it bounds into the air with good coverage from Brian Peavy. This is a swing out to Aitman. And a good ankle tackle in space by Jay Jones, the nickel linebacker. Cyclones are showing pressure on 3rd and 9. Will they only rush 3? Only 3 men are on the rush. Rudolph, nothing downfield. And a great catch on the sideline by David Glidden, trying to keep both feet in bounds. He was past the sticks for a first down.
Furthering on the field is the catch inbound. First down.
It seemed like very good footwork by David Glidden on the sideline. Remember, you have to pass it. I think that left foot was always down. He tried to get the right one down as well.
Wow.
Is it possession? You have it in bounds.
Oklahoma State going tempo, runs the snap, and Raymond Taylor takes it inside the 45-yard line. It'll be second down here. Quick throw from Rudolph, which is what he's been doing all season long. And Glidden has another first down to the 35-yard line. Our friends at Pro Football Focus told us that Mason Rudolph has one of the quickest and shortest times in the pocket per pass among any quarterback in college football, less than 2.5 seconds. Oklahoma State has trailed by 17 against Texas Tech this season. That was their largest deficit, currently facing it now. Rudolph, a first down play action. And he takes off and slides down at the 29-yard line. That was a little Bridgewater-esque as Willie Harvey forced him out of the pocket. He still picked up 6. The 11th play of the Oklahoma State drive is a run to the right for Chris Carson. And Carson with a first down, run out by Peavy at the 18-yard line. Well, Iowa State really flying to the football that time. Rudolph. Fake to Aitman. He has Washington in the end zone. Make that Walsh, rather. He had Washington in the end zone, but could not load up the throw, and J.W. Walsh ends up running it to the 16.
Aitman is right up here. Is a good one-on-one situation.
Rudolph looking in that direction. There's the throw out there, and Aitman's got it. Inside the 5-yard line in front of Tribune. They love that one-on-one matchup. You saw it too, Cal.
And the big-bodied receiver, he's an NFL-type body and one-on-one outside, and Tribune is the one being picked on. It's about the 6th time we've seen that matchup, and Oklahoma State has won the majority of them.
He's been responsible for a touchdown in every game this year. And Walsh Getting close, but not there. Down to the 1. He's got Jeremy Seaton next to him. He's a good blocker from the Cowboy back spot. This is going to be a give, though, to Carson. And Carson trying to move the football forward to break the plane, which he did for a Cowboy touchdown. Good fight that time by Chris Carson after he got hit. Still broke the plane.
We had to kind of dink and dunk our way on the field and ran the ball tremendously well today. And, you know, Chris was just pounding away, man. He had awesome job, extremely physical, and, you know, just kept moving us down the field.
Carrying his defense, which gave up over 600 yards last week to Alabama's, and he made a good point out of it. Here's Trevor Ryan. A lot of space for Ryan. And he gets dragged down at the 41-yard line. The ball may have popped out at the end of the play. But it looked like Lazard was the man to jump back on top of it for Iowa State.
I think you're right. I think it definitely popped out. And really a hustle play by Ellen Lazard right here. This ball comes out. Trevor Ryan coughs it up, and Lazard jumps on it. That would have been a disaster.
That's a big play for Lazard, and it ends up being a 17-yard gain. I'm going to motion Ryan. Lanning keeps it. And he picks up short yardage. Minute 18 and all 3 timeouts. Lanning off the fake. Flushed. Still behind the line of scrimmage and launches downfield for Bundridge. It is incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down and 7. Only 2 with their hand down for the Cowboys. They only rush 3. And Lanning gets swallowed up by Emmanuel Ogbah. The Big 12 sacks leader comes up clutch with his 10th of the season.
Well, you only need 3. One of them is this guy right here. Ogbah gets off the ball so quickly, and then it's just run the rail. You see the rip with the right arm, and then go find the ball, go find the guy with the football, and Ogbah's one of the best at it.
Beat Brock Daigle off the edge. Iowa State spent so much time looking at Ogbah's tape, specifically his moves, but Ogbah's still able to maneuver around and get the sack. Let's see what happens on 1st down. That may dictate the rest of the drive. Carson running right. Finds a good hole. It's grabbed by Jordan Harris at the 14-yard line. Rudolph will take a knee. And will take it to the locker room. The folks in Ames remember 2011. Right now it's a 10-point Iowa State lead. State deferred to half number 2, and they get the ball to start the second half. Jeff Carr with a returnable kick from the 1-yard line. And Carr, the freshman, brought down. Flags are thrown at the 16-yard line.
Holding by number 12 of the receiving team.
Mason Rudolph had a touchdown pass in the 1st half. He gives to Raymond Taylor. Good run on 1st down. Off play action. Rudolph was looking at Glidden over the middle, but couldn't unload. And then he runs out of time, and Damon Tucker runs right into Rudolph. 5-man rush. Cyclones bring a blitz. Out route to the left sideline, and a good play by Aikman. He's been such a safety blanket for Mason Rudolph. This is a flip up ahead to Jalen McCleskey. First touch for the freshman, and he breaks a tackle. Excellent run by McCleskey. The true freshman out of Covington, Louisiana, runs for 22. Taylor to the edge. Grabbed by Trent Taylor. Here's Chris Carson. And Carson with a good cut. Patient running for a 1st down. Inside the Iowa State 45-yard line. Tackled by Harvey. Now he was helping out on the blitz pickup as Rudolph steps up and takes off. And Rudolph works his way to the edge, and he's run out of bounds by Jordan Harris, the Mike linebacker. Oklahoma State has been great in turnover takeaway margin this season. Pitch to the outside for Jeff Carr. And the speedster gets brought down to the open field by Kawan Floyd, the safety. Picked up a yard or 2. And it'll be 3rd down and about a long one. There's the design run, just sticks his head down, and did he get stacked up? And based on where the line judges are, he was short by a yard. Damon Tucker and Kawan Floyd, who've been major players on this defense with the stop, especially Tucker today. Walsh again, 1st down. No fear from J.W. Walsh. running into Floyd, but he picked up the necessary yardage. Rudolph looking for Glidden, who may have slipped a little bit as he was in his route. The ball ended up being close to Jamal Wiltz for Iowa State. Second down. Second down and 10. Taylor grabbed immediately, and it's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play by Dale Pearson. The senior out of Bakersfield, California, has been a major impact guy this year in his second year with the Cyclones.
You're better off running at him than away from him.
Yeah, Iowa State only with 3 down linemen, not showing pressure, daring Rudolph to beat him. Plenty of time. Looking for Aikman, who comes back to the ball and has it at the 1. Lunging for the pylon and out of bounds. Richardson is claiming that Aikman pushed off to come back to the ball, but it's a gain of 32.
Marcel had a couple of, he made plays all day, and he was, especially on third down. And, I think the running game helped us out so much more today to open up on third down.
Nigel Tribune on that coverage, and Oklahoma State went to Aikman probably 7 times in that first half of that matchup.
They convert another 3rd and long to set it up for J.W. Walsh at the 1. Touchdown Oklahoma State, and Walsh does it again. Another methodical Oklahoma State touchdown drive capped off by the big bruising quarterback Walsh.
And Adam, in some ways, it's almost a secondary win for Iowa State. The first thing you have to do against Oklahoma State is take away the big plays, the explosives, and those short drives where they get in the end zone. The second thing you have to do is find a way to get off the field in 3rd and long, and Iowa State hasn't done it in about 3 drives here this afternoon.
Grogan adds the extra point. They took more than 6 minutes off the clock. They marched 92 yards down the field. This was the big catch. Richardson claiming that Aikman pushed off, but it ended up being a 3rd and long conversion of 32 yards. And Walsh caps it off. Cowboys right back in it.
Remember the first game of the year we had Oklahoma State, and they said he's really the X factor in our receiving core. We need his big body and things. 8 targets today, 8 receptions for 132 yards and a touchdown.
Now Iowa State with Warren going back to work and a good first down run. This seems like a crucial drive for Iowa State. And Lanning taking a shot on a back shoulder throw. It is caught by DeMario Montgomery with penalty markers thrown.
Montgomery might get called right here for a push-off. We were just talking about it with Aikman.
Pass interference by number 8 of the offense.
Yep.
The 15-yard penalty and replay second down.
Negates a 27-yard pass play to Montgomery.
And Kevin Peterson is probably the
half the distance to the goal.
best cover guy for Oklahoma State. And right there, it's the forearm and the two-handed push in the right shoulder of Peterson. And that's a really good call.
Second down and 15 from the 11. Landing on a design run with plenty of space. That's a lot of that penalty yardage back and works to the 22 into the arms of Jordan Stearns. 3rd down and 4 for Iowa State. Lanning's got time. This is an out route to Lazard. Not a great throw. Thrown behind Lazard, but this guy makes great adjustments. First down to the 32. There's Warren. Another good run on first down. He drags defenders to the 37-yard line. Warren stretched to the edge and somehow found a seam, tumbled towards the first down line, but they're going to mark his knee down about a yard shy as Clark raced over to grab him. 3rd down and 1 coming up for Iowa State. Cowboys loaded up the box that time, and they stopped the run at the 40. But that second effort, good effort by Warren trying to lunge ahead. Again, based on where the line judges are, it looks like it's a yard shy.
Yeah, and Paul Rhodes was about 10 yards out on the field because he absolutely does not like this spot right here, and this spot can be reviewed. There were about 3 Iowa State coaches that were out on the field because I don't think they believe the officials kept their eye on the running backs.
Again, based on this spot, it is short, by probably about a half a yard or so.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands. It's 4th down.
They give it to Warren, and he sneaks through for a couple.
When they convert 4th and short, and when they convert 3rd and short, their linemen are really excited. So I'm guessing they instill in it, hey, this is who we are. We're going to be tough. We're going to run the ball. And so that was a concern of ours coming into the game, because when that happens, the clock's running.
For what is a veteran secondary with a lot of parts. There's Warren running left on 2nd down, nothing there. Vincent Taylor getting the penetration that time. They are checking Warren right now. Mike Warren, the 1,000-yard redshirt freshman, had to get help to the sidelines a moment ago, and it did not look very good initially for Iowa State. That's a big loss right now. 3rd down and 10 for the Cyclones, and Josh Thomas is into the game as a back. Cowboys bring a blitz. Landing a confident throw, but way off target, looking for Lazard. That brings up 4th down. Let's go back a previous play when Mike Warren got banged up. Oh, that right ankle, right leg perhaps. That seemingly did not take a good turn. Colin Downing had a good punt last time. Just his 2nd punt of the night with McCleskey back to return. It's a pretty short punt, and it does not take a very good bounce for Iowa State. It may have touched the Cowboy, though, on the sidelines, and the Cyclones have it. The officials are going to discuss this. Side judge coming over to talk with the umpire. Side judge is Fulton Carson. He may have had the best look of it. And Cooper Castleberry is on the outside looking in. The umpire rules it in favor of Iowa State. Jim Adams made the call. The ruling on the field is Iowa State ball. And we'll tell you why in a moment, just to see if it was touched by a Cowboy or not. Closest Cowboy to it looked to be Kirby Tucker. If there is no clear recovery of the ball belonging to the other team, or if there is no touch that is obvious from Oklahoma State, you may be able to overturn this call. This is very important, though. And Cooper Castleberry will have...
After further review, the ball hit a kicking team player at the 24-yard line. The receiving team will get the ball at that spot. 1st down.
Nice job by our truck to show you that look in the slow motion. It hit Spreen at the 24. Dead ball right there. We could dive into the rule book all we want. Didn't have to. It was right smack dab right in front of us. The Cowboys have it at their own 24 with a chance to take the lead. Washington had blockers in front of him, but it looked like he was maybe turning his head up the field first. A lot of people around the country that looked at Oklahoma State as a team that had gotten a little lucky at times. That was an impressive win last week. Liddon out of the backfield. And gets popped out by Wiltz. Past the 1st down marker, it's good enough to move the chains. Put him into that slot where he's been so good in his career. Pressure from Iowa State. And underneath, catch is made by Blake Jarwin. And Jarwin may have lost the football. Scrum at the bottom of a pile at the 38-yard line, and the Cyclones are claiming they have the football. They do. Jarwin coughed it up, and Levi Peters out of the pack with it.
It's the first time we've seen the big tight end Blake Jarwin targeted. And Levi Peters, actually it was Wiltz on the initial coverage in the hit, and then Peters ends up getting it on the ground.
He stripped it away and scooped it up. And Mike Warren is back in the game for the Cyclones. One-on-one down the sideline. Looking for Lazard, and it's incomplete. The coverage from Michael Hunter. Former Indiana Hoosier, and Hunter is slow to get up after that play. Blitz from the Cowboys. Well protected, and Lanning just did not get anything behind that throw. Looking for Montgomery outside. Cowboys bring an exotic blitz, but it gets picked up. And Lanning has to get to the 28-yard line. And he does and more. Diving down near the 20 for the 1st down. Over 100 yards rushing for Joel Lanning.
I just don't think there's any reason for Oklahoma State to bring extra guys. In this case, it was kind of a zone blitz, and it ends up being one high safety, man-to-man underneath. All of those cover guys in the second level have their backs turned to a quarterback that can make you pay for it. We've already seen it today, and that was a good example of another one.
10 plays of 15 or more yards for Iowa State today, Cal. Zone read, Lanning keeps it with a lot of green grass in front of him. Touchdown, Iowa State.
For me to say that that didn't cross my mind when they got ahead by 10, winning the fourth quarter, right? It crossed my mind. Surely, you're kidding. But the one thing I don't want anybody to lose sight of is they're a very well-coached team, and their players buy in, they play hard, and they're good at what they do.
You see Lazard right at the end. He kept on going well after the play was over. That's a properly called penalty, which will be enforced on the kick. First down from the 36 for the Cowboys, down by 10. Rudolph with time. Faked it once to Washington, and then the release throw is too tall. Straight up the gut, it's Carson trying to bounce to the outside and ripped down. Cyclones bring 5. Rudolph with time. Double move on the outside, and too long for Washington with Pavey in coverage. First down from the 31 for the Cyclones. Lanning rolling away from his arm side. Throwing for the edge, and it is Montgomery getting grabbed immediately after a 2-yard gain. Iowa State so far has done several good things tonight to have the lead. Thomas breaks the tackle, works back towards the line of scrimmage. He was able to slip away from Motekiai Maile before advancing forward close to the line of scrimmage. You get the feel that they're starting to believe that it's a possibility here in Ames, Iowa. One of the unbeatens in college football on the ropes as we head to the fourth.
Big 12 Instant Replay, Monday nights on Fox Sports Southwest.
Iowa State has the ball up 10 as we start the fourth. On third down, when they needed it most, Emmanuel Agba comes up with his second sack of the night.
I go over and tell him, I said, this is where big-time players change games. And you're a big-time player. And I told the same thing to Vince and Jarrell and those guys rushing off the edge. I said, it's a pass situation. You got to make a play. You're not playing run, you're playing pass.
Here comes Mason Rudolph. The Cowboys down 2 scores, plenty of time. Checks it down underneath. Jarwin, who has a fumble in this game, does hold on, makes the catch, and is able to work forward for 6.
Make him take the long road.
On the ground, Carson. A lot of traffic there, and somehow he finds a good seam. Takes the pop and works all the way down to the Iowa State 40-yard line. He's been the leading rusher in a large stable for the Cowboys. There's another man in it, Raymond Taylor. Grabbed by Mills. Staying on his feet. Gets 6 yards out of it.
And Oklahoma State has to prove they can get into the end zone doing that.
Rudolph with time running out. Pearson gets him by the ankles and brings him down to tie the Iowa State single-season sack record. That's 8.5 for Pearson this year. 3rd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground with Carson. And Carson, still able to keep his feet churning, has the first down inside the 30-yard line. Pass on first down, 8 back in coverage for the Cyclones. Rudolph has the release to Glidden on the outside. Look at Jarwin, his 3rd catch. And Jarwin working all the way down to the 16-yard line. He's got the first down, and Jarwin took a pop. Rudolph, off-play action. Nothing in the end zone. Nothing downfield. Works it to the sideline, and Washington makes the catch, but it is ruled incomplete. Line judge said he was juggling the football. Walsh is in at quarterback. Zach Veach blocks for him on the edge. Walsh cuts it back to the inside and scores. And Oklahoma State right back within a score as J.W. Walsh has his second on the ground tonight.
We're relentless. We don't give in to,
towards the end of the games, most of these teams, probably would give in and say, okay, we took the L on this one. But, nobody on our football team believes that. We've bought into each other, and we're just going to fight to the very end.
Cyclones from the 26-yard line. Fake to Warren, landing down the seam and overthrew it. Pressured by Agba, who is 2 for his last 10. Zone read, Ryan stretching it, and takes a hard hit from Ashton Lampkin. Cowboys bring pressure. Lanning whips one for a first down to Montgomery in front of Kevin Peterson. Takes it out to the 45-yard line. Good strike that time by Joel Lanning. Against that run blitz, Josh Thomas. He's run for 127 alone today. Off play action. Seeking space in the pocket, and now Lanning trying to take off with his feet, and he'll get minimal yardage. And just a 3-man rush. Lanning stepping up. And he will get wrapped up near midfield by Trace Clark. From midfield, 4th down and 5 with Downing. Try to keep this one relatively short. McCleskey steps up with a fair catch at the 16-yard line. This is a magical place, Ames, Iowa. Basketball, football. Their home stadiums and arenas are known for some big moments. Could be a big one on either side tonight. Rudolph for Washington, and a first down to the 35. First down run, Carson trying to get to the edge, and Pearson was all the way there, stretching him out all the way to the sideline.
Personal foul, a leg whip by number 71 of the offense.
Oh, wow.
15-yard penalty, and it's still second down.
So Rudolph needing a quarter of the field, overthrowing his receiver Shepard with a couple of Cyclones in the area, including Kawan Floyd. And the Cyclones happy to have 8 back in coverage again with a quarter of the field to cover. Washington is right there again. In front of Peavy, made the catch. Peters helped out on the tackle, so they turn this into a much more manageable 3rd and about 11 yards here. They're going to bring heat. Looking for Glidden. And David Glidden was looking behind him. However, there is a penalty marker thrown.
When I saw the flag and somebody, the official came up and said it's going to be a dead ball penalty, I thought that's the best break we got all day.
One-on-one at the top of the formation. Rudolph for Glidden. This time he's got it in Iowa State territory. And ripped down by Richardson inside the 40-yard line. Man, they went from 1st and 25 to into Iowa State territory.
I don't know if I've ever been around a team, I'm sure I haven't, that's been as effective as this one has been on 3rd downs and 3rd and long. Mike, Yursich and the staff do a really good job. Protection was great all day. And he's calling good plays.
Paul Rhodes might want something from the sideline, so maybe he wanted a timeout. Instead, Oklahoma State runs 2nd down, and Rudolph diving ahead, short of the line to gain, but it'll be 3rd down and 2. Peters forced him down. Cyclones bring 5. Rudolph gets rid of it quick, and has another first down to Glidden, who tiptoes for extra yardage into the red zone at the 18-yard line. Safety blanket again.
Yeah, in Iowa State, bringing extra bodies means one-on-one outside, and that's basically a maintenance throw.
First down run. Carson putting the shoulder down, not much there. Just 3 in the pattern. They'll dump it down for Chris Carson, and he's got the first down. 1st and goal, Oklahoma State with 3.5 to play. J.W. Walsh, he's into the game on 1st and goal. He's got 2 rushing touchdowns tonight. They're going to swing it outside. Jeff Carr, the true freshman, gives the Cowboys the lead.
I trust our guys to make plays. We've proven week in, week out that we're going to do it, and not one time in my mind did I think, it was, we had our foot on the gas, and we were ready to make a comeback and win the football game.
We talked about 95% run when that young man is in the game. He throws a bubble outside, and Carr does enough to get it into the end zone.
A little bit of concern right now, though, for the Cowboys as well. There is an injured Cowboy on the deck, and it was David Glidden. And he seems to be up on his feet. Cowboys need a stop to stay unbeaten. Cyclones need a touchdown for a repeat of 2011. Down by 4 from the 28-yard line. Lanning and the Cyclones with a first down pass. Montgomery ducking his head into Lampkin, and the forward progress gets him to about the 35-yard line. All 3 timeouts remain in Iowa State's pocket right now.
And obviously we need to keep an eye on number 38, Emmanuel Ogbah, getting after that guy right there. Number 7, the quarterback, Joel Lanning, in this situation.
Fake to Warren. Away from the arm side, throwing near the sticks, and the catch made by Carson Epps. True freshman with his...
True freshman needs to turn and get out of bounds right there. That is what he needs to do.
4th catch in the last 2 games for Epps, but still shy of the line to gain. 3rd down and 1. Blitz coming from Oklahoma State, and Lanning throws dangerously to the sideline, and Peterson was nearly there to pick it. Intended for Lazard, and it is 4th down and 1.
I don't agree with this call at all. Kevin Peterson's going to break on Lazard and blow this play out, but get your first down. You've been running the ball effectively all day. You're 3rd and 1. Go ahead and run the football and convert. That's what you should be doing here. Now you're basically forced to throw the football.
Now it's 4th down. They've converted once today. Run play. Warren trying to stumble forward, and he got grabbed from behind by Chad Whitener. Stop shy, and the Cowboy defense comes up clutch. I'm going to check the measurement, but the spot was well short.
Third and 1, get your quarterback Joel Lanning out on the edge and stress the defense, and then decide what you want to do.
It was a great stop for us. You know, we went out there, executed the game plan. You know, it was a big 3rd down. We got some sacks. It was a big 4th down. We had to stop one. If we stop them that play, then they have no more momentum. So we just went out there and did our thing.
Iowa State has 3 timeouts, but they need 3 quick stops. J.W. Walsh stacked up. The stop made there by Damon Tucker for Iowa State, and Paul Rhodes will use one of those timeouts. Walsh. Tucker was the first man there. It's had a big night tonight on the front line. There's the second timeout.
Iowa State calls their second timeout of the half.
Walsh again.
I made a mistake in the way we handled that last situation. We should have run our offense, and we didn't. And so I felt really bad about that, and that was my fault.
Siner trying to pin it. That's a pretty decent bounce.
Oh, my Lord.
Dead at the 5-yard line. Excellent punt by Zach Siner. 5 for his last 14 throwing the ball, and he's going to have to throw it. 8 back in coverage for the Cowboys. Deep out, picked off. And that should seal the deal for Oklahoma State as Jordan Stearns comes up with his first career pick to seal it for Oklahoma State.
Then we were able to make a big play there at the end of the game. I think Stearns is the one that got the interception. You know, the ball was thrown in the area, and he was able to break on it and then catch it and secure it. You got to do all of it.
And really a fitting end if you're talking about Oklahoma State's team as a whole. This defense has been taking it away in bunches. And Lanning just airmails Epps right there on a corner route, kind of type of route you have to get over top of coverage underneath and get it there before the safety, but just airmailed it. That certainly isn't Joel Lanning's strong suit yet in his career.
Rudolph will take a knee after trying to burn a couple of seconds extra. First career pick for the junior out of Texas. For the second time this year, they come back from down 17. They did it against Texas Tech early. They do it against Iowa State late. And Oklahoma State can take a breath. And now the Big 12 truly does go through Stillwater with 2 games remaining at home against Baylor and Oklahoma.